finance experts any one more woman day within the economy no yeni omo ebedi enkomo na yento aso na yene eye owura Amoah dakwa or chartered economist osanso partner managing partner of Seacat Global yene no enhye komo twetwen ase sanse nsemi owura Amoah dakwa anopa ye moache akwa aba eba happy morning show ni so
ye nuameni asifa number 2 dia boko
ye krokro mun kakra na unze ansane ye beko sanse nsem we hu no anopa ya no na ye fa nkrata da obo krata na ye hwehwehwe mu na ade ba ko ye hu ye ne se the Bank of Ghana has increased the monetary policy rate from 24.5 e akwa kodu 27%. Ansane ye beko E-levy ensensem mu no mamusa wo we ya abasesi ya no esunsanso ban ene ebenya ewo yetimamufo so
yo me that's it my men channel for na no pay once the Bank of Ghana over the period the Bank of Ghana but a lot of central banks across the world what they have been doing to catch up with the inflation and they say increase your monetary policy rate be also from the Fed rate US for instance. Now, the idea is that there is excess mobility, excess liquidity in the economy. And to them, inflation ACCC, a demand pool. So, Sikabibri was system, no more HS fewer goods. Ain't na ama inflation cost. So, to arrest or bring down inflation, they are increasing monetary policy rates and the bear inflation ever come from. But Ghana's case, for me, I think is quite different. The Inter-American say quite different than say. If you look at our inflation basket, the causes of inflation are more of a cost push rather than a demand pull. It is who increase monetary policy rate, you expect then Kebema inflation rate above. But in the past 12 months, from about 14%, you see, Yatumwa could see 27%. Why is inflation at 40.4% in the last month? Why is producer price index and also 65.2%? So it tells you instead the problem is bigger than a demand pool, but a more of a cost push. So what do we do to arrest the various components of the MIM inflation cost to in Sunsansu Benyane say, lending rates can never cost because if you look at the lending rate, as I say, Ghana, you see what we call Ghana reference rate. Now, and only a competition for a lending rate. One key component a monetary policy rate. No, I have treasury bill rate, and so the account. So monetary policy rate in the cost may affect the Ghana reference rate, which invariably will also affect the lending rate on the market. So I think the fiscal side should respond either than just using monetary policy tools to solve this high inflation that you're facing.
Now, all can be said our a year inflation no and demand pull, but a cost push for the layman. Tifia more monim de our consumer yen shada entisabro for ya no. See a inflation rate be near a deba no a demand pool and as a cost pusher. None on an interest here anything.
Okay, my mention saying for demand pool. Say in an economy no, say goods are ye produce no. Sikana what system nimuno a dose saying goods na ye produce na. Emma inflation a cost ro. Another bronika say a demand pool. There's a lot of liquidity on the market, but goods and services and also yes very small.
Na demand pool no bra enema ye tonton ye any services ye provide no e form chin sika e kura ye de kwa akopesa enema no
pepe.
Okay.
But on the other side a cost push nature say enema affected the prices of Nema they produce Nema no kwana air cost. And so for instance, the petroleum prices air cost or no water petrol at the iron jumano. Or also the be better so to meet up with the petrol price cost. Sen and saying yet to trotro first you say no. Because GPRT GD said on petrol more cotton no the jumano. and no ne boa cost in the end the lawyer fare ni be beden ebeka. So ebe affect your prices of your lawyer fare, transportation fare. The same applies to kofa name if baby no obefa car they kofa sa name na. Ni nyina no there's a pass through effect of inflation. Was that and so I think for me there is a semblance of monetary policy. Yes, demand pool, there's a money there, but a cost push Ghana inflation, what we are currently facing now, Mrs. Su say, and based on the available data, more of a cost push than a demand pull inflation.
Now, and the cost push now, okay. Now the approach that has been adopted over the period by the Bank of Ghana say be increasing monetary policy rate. Now to deal with this type of inflation, has the Bank of Ghana not realized that approach has not worked over a period of time and that they may have to alter the approach with which reducing inflation rate or my
I know that one kakra because for the past 12 months, a monetary policy rate was around 14%.
Yeah.
Now, even before 2017, a monetary policy rate could do 25%. But a former BC 14%, even I think 13.5 gram. And as I started man home inflation air cost no almost all my increase in BC. 27%. So the Bank of Ghana has the mandate to regulate and also to look at how prices of goods and services fare on the market. Now they try to use their monetary policy tools, but monetary policy rate, more prime reserve rates and so on. Normal adjusting for this within the past 12 months. Send a bay as a free system on the move. As compared to send almost to say there is excess liquidity. Send a be free system no more inflation about form. But that is not happening. So it tells you say there are more to what is causing our inflation, of which I have alluded to say a more of cost push. The Niamana produce the goods and services, air cost no inflation and so cost. So for example, petroleum prices over the period air cost. And then fiscal side the next bit me buying bit me even for monetary policy exchange rate a petroleum price in the air cost because prices on the international market of crude are stable for some time now. But the air high end no be free. No, exchange rate. Ghana city has depreciated more than 54% in the year 2022. So how do you tackle the problem of a exchange rate in a depreciating? Crack fango bar. The rate will be low. Now petroleum prices at the pump and so are low. Food inflation, for example, then I'm a food boy. Jody for say omukofa car at the kofa near the bar and no man the boy. So what do you do? For example, fiscal side and they try say obey shitty market make a crab by transporting excess food from the hinterlands to the market centers. Just to make a statement is yes, but prices of a year transporting the food not an thing. But how do we do these policies to complement what the monetary authorities are doing? Send them say a big monetary policy to some near days of inflation, which is not giving us the results that inflation rate could do 40.4%. Why this increase in monetary policy rate over the period of 12 months and came to me malforms and also buffer. So it tells you that there are other factors to it. That is why I'm saying it's a more of cost push than a demand pull inflation.
There was a critical statement I make here. Say and again how baha bosia ekoje ewo sika krabia no say ye calculate interest no ye de to so e de amount no you use the Ghana referencing rate.
Yeah.
Now you mentioned say one of the key components has to do with monetary policy rate, and they are costro. Omo makwa mesia our banks what should they expect? And they you say monetary policy rate ako esro
loans, normally banks will two types of loans. You're fixed and you're floating. Omo besia did that no say obu ho a waje besia bia 1 million Ghana cedis na the interest rate no na fixed monetary policy rate na ba no affect no increase na affect no but ono mo a maje floating loans are more rating as floating no when monetary policy rate is increasing no they will also increase the rate for you until who na bank natural in reference to the upward adjustment to Ghana's monetary policy rate by 250 basis points. I write to tell you that once we loan now what year no, there's going to be a commensurate upward adjustment to that effect. And so what we are going to see in NSA, you're more, especially on what floating rate, in terms of how they price their loans, you better more say you the be because of monetary policy rate na aide across. So lending rate will keep on increasing from a year an average of I think around 37-38%. Because of this increase in monetary policy rate.
Let's come back to our substantive conversation. Share with regards to a policy statement here, Finance Minister Emmanuel on the floor of Parliament the last week. One of the key issues or boss Brad no kasa about our tax reviews was the E-levy. As someone Orakan for Yata particularly with the percentage and can tuya on E-levy no and say ye oha etripo enum etripo enum no every so amana sisi ababeka 1% ne bio yes ye threshold na can ye kase oye transaction a day ebro 100 Ghana cedis ya enanka efiri ho kon ye beti wo ne no ye every ho what is asem we no wo there given the background say the adwin say mobile money was to ensure say we reach the unbanked population. I mean introduce E-levy. A lot of the people said say because of the implementation intenya de omayo madwen so mbeko platform so akwa transact biom. Will this further worsen our cause and answer the plight of say ye reach every single individual ananka enkane or ye unbanked in the country?
Okay, Mama, that's for this question, but let's just do the analysis from many fronts. So, the analysis, the first one, government piece, revenue analysis. Number two, the banking population or the bank population or the unbanked population. That will be the second part of it. In the bank piece, one of the revenues, avenues or the business or the E-levy by. And initial 2022 budget had E-levy pegged at 1.75%. Yeah, preso I be do 1.5% and a year pass in May. At the time of a year, the 2022 budget, Troy, and revenue projection, you 6 billion. Ye review number about 1.5 and I feel the any pass E-levy in May, yet it should be do bear 4 billion. As I speak to you now, it is not performing as it should perform. And according to the 2022 revised year budget, your projection for a year E-levy and by end of 2022, 611 million Ghana cedis. In the 2023 budget, Abino as to say, we reduce the rate, Obinya 2.2 billion from E-levy a year in 2023. But in economics, you're afraid to be elasticity of demand or elasticity of supply. That is the degree of responsiveness between price and demand. Mainstream say ye kase bia ye to ensue normal ensue say ensue e bia na pure tire 30 pesos and say ye dia 50 pesos. So from increase from 30 pesos to 50 pesos. A payment pay jai pure water talk na say they will find alternatives. A so yenfa a yinso example, large goods which is a iPhone. Is a iPhone is a Dubai is iPhone 13.
iPhone 14 aba.
14 cramp waba. Obia na o use a iPhone 13 no. and ne person koto iPhone 14 na price no ne bona kosuru biblia obekoso ato anase obeka say okay because it's a luxury good I'm not going to invest additionally to get an iPhone 14. So according to government in the mind sa E-levy we elastic nature say when the price of it increases the demand price of it in year reduce demand will increase. Their buying agreement yati E-levy rate so from 1.5 to 1%, it is going to increase usage of their platform, thereby increasing the revenue from E-levy. That is government's projection. Intina also say what E-levy a year transaction rate from 1.5 and so about 1%. So because of the elasticity of the E-levy, a beman call for a patronize and only now a bino analysis are wired. Why? That is the revenue side of it. But the big question, say, in as much as you want to raise revenue, there are a lot of unbanked population. I know to the threshold, buy and say, transacting 100 cedis, until Sikebia. Now, a baby crampa now transacting 100 cedis are near to
below 100 Ghana cedis, near to. Because I have countless number of evidence. I ma transacted even 1 Ghana cedi cry me E-levy.
Sir, but Buza say amemono it's about transparency. Say you transacting 100 cedis onti na fe de drew maybe na fe do oti. But nobody has spoken about this thing say if you are a platform default platform problem inti you very fund this as you can na masanko phone. But you go ahead and you are saying, say, I feel the who reduce. Now, I say threshold no crown for say free. So, in taxation, there should be some level of fairness, and it is a principle of tax. There should be fairness. See, me transact less than 100. I own him, and I feel they do maybe not the whole thing. It didn't mix anything to me. So fairness as a principle of taxation has been breached by Sadiana a course and basically Bianca and say Bia my Timuna you can see a Timunino platform has corrected itself in the back credit to my account, but nothing of that sort has happened as you know say. And the media gave me soon say based on the available data in terms of the banking population, so we threshold everywhere. Still now, it is going to deter people from using the platform because who instead me transacting 100 cedis now better me 1%. Now I say so to service provider and also another 1% are expensive in the So I believe you said the revenue projections of 2.2 billion. I think say because of these threshold so free for it's not going to help government to meet the required revenue target that was set. But of course 1% are what is on even crank about 0.5% and 0.7% the crampa. Ebema nipa ne bebre I say Nigeria for jedi onya sempone ntekuna enu momo ye chen because population in eson enu momo ye chen so be yere so na ejamabu bia nipa bi into me patronize. So I believe government can do well in further reducing the rate and also reintroducing the threshold. Then the nipa bebre will be on the platform na revenue projections are buying by what may meet, and more importantly, the banking population also will be able to reach them.